Exactly, guys. These MTN Yello Star contestants, they keep amazing me, guys. Their performance tonight was simply spot on. It was simply amazing.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rael, and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. This is the girl with the tea, and tonight, guys, I am bringing to you guys the tea about the MTN Yello Star show. Guys, the show, the competition is getting intense. The judges have been giving the contestants, the 14 contestants, a lot of constructive criticism. And guys, tonight's show was plain evidence that these contestants have been taking all the corrections from the judges and they are putting in their best. They are putting their foot in their music. And guys, tonight's performance, I'm here again with the blunders, but that's that. Tonight's performance is it was simply amazing, and guys, I cannot wait to share with you all of it. But if you missed out on yesterday's performance, please check the latest video on my channel and you will see it. The contestants performed yesterday, and we had the top two and we had the bottom five. Top two for yesterday was David, Garland and Dotti. Guys, today again, guys, these contestants were given another opportunity to perform with a cumulative score, which is going to determine who is going to be evicted from the competition today or this week, if you put it that way. So guys, let's get on into the video as I play some of the clips of the performances to you. You will judge for yourself, and don't forget to let me know in the comment section who your favorite contestant is. Now, today's show, being the nomination show, started off with the Double Trouble twins. I'm talking about Oiza and Meyi, and they performed for us Mr. Magic by Amy Winehouse. Check out their performance.
If we can't do it, no one can. Without you, I miss the rain. My blue without my gray. And every song sounds better with you next to me.
Now, the first thing I noticed about Oiza and Meyi's performance is the fact that they have now improved from their struggle with synergy and synchronization in their singing and performance on the stage to having a very, very coordinated sound. That was the first and only thing that I noticed. And they had this level of balance in their delivery. They could carry each other along in their performance as well. And so the judges scored them 14.6. Now, the next contestant that performed was Gideon. Guys, Gideon was the first contestant that scored the highest score. Check out his performance.
And I might just have a problem. Then you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. And you can call on me, brother. If you need a hand, we all need somebody to lean on.
Okay, guys, just as the judges were shouting finally on TV, I was in my house and I was shouting finally. Guys, I was screaming finally because finally, for reals, Gideon has found his sound. He has found the kind of music that would help his voice to be projected. Guys, this is the best performance so far that I have experienced from Gideon, and guys, he nailed it. He killed it. You see that falsetto thingy that he kept on doing? Oh, I forgot to tell you that the song that he performed Lean on Me, okay? And it was Lean on Me. Guys, when he was doing all those falsetto things, I'm like, oh my God, go Gideon. I was in my room cheering on for him. But that was a simply amazing performance, and the judges scored him 18.6, making him the first contestant to score high for tonight. But there were so many other contestants that actually did better. Not really so many anyways, maybe 2 or 3, and I'm getting to them. Now, the next contestant that came on the stage and blew us away a bit was Storm. Now, Storm performed I'm Not the Only One by Sam Smith. Check out his performance.
You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call
by Sam Smith, there is a part that is my favorite part, and that part is my hair is gone. But guys, trust me, this is another contestant that I must say has found his voice. His delivery, his rendition of that song was beautiful. But there was a point in his performance that I was afraid that he was going to gas out, you know, because all those falsetto thingy, head voicey thingy that Sam Smith likes doing, Storm tried pulling it off, but I was scared that, hey, this guy should not run out of breath, but he did great. And the judges scored him 15.6, which is sort of like an improvement from what he had been scoring, you know, before now on the show. Now, moving on to the next contestant, we have David Garland. David Garland, guys, anyways, watch his performance and then I'll come back and talk about how I feel about it.
Although it hurts, I'll be the first to say I was wrong. And I know I'm probably much too late to try to apologize for my mistake.
When I was watching David Garland doing his thing, it occurred to me that this guy thrives well in a fast rhythm or a fast beat kind of music. Now remember, the first two kind of performances he did on this show, aside the auditions, he did really great, you know. So watching him perform today, a very slow song titled When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars, let me not lie guys, I did not really feel it. I did not really feel the performance, although he brought in all of his emotions, all of his intense emotions per se, but I felt like this was not his best performance, and so the judges also said the same thing or something similar. So he scored 17.5, which is not bad, because guys, for the night, the contestants are expected to score at least a 20 to enable them not get to the bottom 5 or not to be nominated at all. So I was super excited when he scored a 17.5. At least he has been doing well so far. So the next contestant that blew me away, but I want to fight the judges because I was simply pissed at his score, was Caesar. Caesar did Ordinary People by John Legend, which happens to be one of my favorite songs on earth. Listen to his performance.
I think we should take it slow. We just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Yeah. 'Cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh.
Somebody help me. Come and tell me that this guy did not deliver this song and let me carry this my afro hair. I use it to stone you. Guys, for me on the show, this is the best of Caesar's performance yet. Like, this is the best. He has done about 2 other performances that I have seen, but this is the best. Ordinary People by John Legend that he chose as a song was a perfect song selection. You can see his emotions, the intensity of his delivery. Everything was completely on point. He owned the stage. He passed on the message. And as he said in his interview before going on stage, he said that I was going to focus on the lyrics and the meaning of the song, the message. And that was what he did. And guys, the message was well received by me. But what I did not like was the judges giving him a 16. I felt like he deserved like an 18, if not less or if not more. So I did not like the fact that he scored a 16. But, well, you know, the scores from the judges is a total of what each of the judges bring to the table. So that was what, you know, summed up him getting a 16. But he did great, and in my opinion, I feel like he deserved more. Now, moving on to the next contestant that didn't do really well and got me really disappointed was Rael. Rael did Empire State Mind by Alicia Keys. Watch her performance.
There's nothing you can do. Now you're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Big lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York.
This is one of the reasons why I did not like Rael's performance. the choice of song. Alicia Keys was one of those music artists that I used to learn how to sing. I downloaded an entire album. I remember Songs in A Minor. That's my favorite album from Alicia Keys. And one of my favorite tracks is Butterflies. I still play that song till today. So I felt like if Rael had chosen probably Butterflies, or maybe Why Do I Feel So Sad, or any other song, I feel like she could have nailed it. But this particular one, the song is so technical, and I felt like her delivery was not so great. It wasn't that great. And so the judges, who shared the same sentiments as I did, scored her at 11.3. I am just hoping that this girl is not going to go home this time around. She just needs to do better. She needs to do better. Now, guys, moving on, the next contestant that actually performed is G-Issac. He's performed Soul Provider by Michael Bolton. Guys, watch his performance.
Baby, I wanna stay right here for the longest time. Baby, I wanna be the sole provider.
I'm just gonna be frank about this one. I did not feel that performance. That's just what I have to say. I did not feel the performance. And so he scored a 12. Sorry guys, but that's all I can say. I did not feel the performance. So moving on, the next contestant, guys, this guy, somebody help me. If I catch him, I'm going to open his ear wide and scream, "This is a competition, you have to do better." I'm talking about Melody. Melody performed Power of Love by Celine Dion, but was his performance powerful at all? Watch his performance and judge for yourself.
I'll do all that I can. We're heading for something, somewhere I've never been.
Banky W was the judge that actually rated his performance, and I love what Banky W said. Melody is going to do great as a recording artist, but not a performing artist. And that is where all of his renditions and performances on this competition lacks. The guy has a melodious voice. I've said this before. He has an amazing voice, but the problem with his delivery is it is too weak. His performance is too bland. I feel like his performance is very, very lazy. I feel like he's a very, very lazy performer, and he has to do better than that, because this is Nigeria, and as Banky W said, it is through performance that music artists in Nigeria actually make their money. So how is he going to make money if he doesn't know how to perform on stage? So dude has a lot of work to do. Now moving on, guys, to the next contestant that actually performed, and once again I feel like this was a very, very wrong song choice, was Fay Fay Diamomd. She performed We Found Love by Rihanna. Watch her performance.
We found love in a hopeless place. 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 We found love in a hopeless place.
When I saw Fay Fay Diamomd performing this particular song, the first thing that came to my mind was, what the hell were you thinking choosing the song? For crying out loud, We Found Love by Rihanna is a techno song. Like, it has a techno beat. It lacks a lot of lyrics. It doesn't really have a lot of lyrics. Techno songs comes with a lot of beats, a lot of instrumentals, but they do not have a lot of lyrics. So Fay Fay's style of singing thrives on using a lot of lyrics, and this song lacked it. So the first thing I was asking myself was, why the hell did you even have to choose this particular song? Did you choose it, or did someone else choose it for you? Why did you choose the song? It was a very, very wrong song choice, and it completely flopped her performance tonight, because I felt like she was struggling. She was struggling so bad. I'm sorry guys, but I still prefer Rihanna's version of the song compared to Fay Fay Diamomd's one. But then the judges scored her 17.3, and I'm wondering, guys, why the hell did they score her 17.3? She shouldn't have gotten that score. She was struggling. It was very, very obvious. She was struggling. So she shouldn't have gotten 17.3. That is my frank opinion. Now moving on to the next contestant, Freeborn. Guys, watch this performance for yourself first, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you guys what I think.
If I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel it. You make me feel it. You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you done to me? You make me feel so good inside.
God, Freeborn indeed is a freeborn. Guys, she performed Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin. When this woman was singing, I was carrying paper. You know when you go to all these black American churches in the US and the choir is singing and they're like, go sister, yes, get it girl, get it sister, woo, sing it. Guys, I was here cheering for her because that song, oh my days. You make me feel like a natural woman. Guys, even me, I'm struggling. Freeborn finished, you know when they say she finished work for that song? She murdered the song, she delivered the song, she performed the song, she demonstrated the song. My days, guys, I lack words right now. Freeborn nailed it, and I was so excited when the judges scored her a 19.6. That was the highest score for the night, and guys, she deserved it. I was even saying that people should just dash her the whole 20. Let her take it home. She don't finish work. Let her take it home. But guys, that is what is expected on this competition. Come on the stage, scatter the song, let the judges see you and see a star. That is what MTN Yello Star is striving to produce. And guys, Freeborn nailed it. Congratulations, Freeborn. Well, she never win yet too, but for this one, she don't finish work. Now guys, moving on to the next contestant, we had Dave Willz. All right, watch his performance and I'll come back and talk about it.
It's been a long time coming, but I know that a change is gonna come. Yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. Listen, I go up to my brother. I said, brother, please help me.
FYI, that song you just watched and Dave Willz perform is called A Change Is Gonna Come by Aretha Franklin. Guys, this is what I have to say. He gave it his best. All his emotion, there was so much intensity in that delivery, but I felt like he was struggling a bit. But compared to all of his previous performances, I was super excited to see this side of him interpreting a song that carries so much weight and so much meaning. And so the judges scored him a 14.3. I felt like that wasn't bad. Now the next contestant that actually did me proud, but I was sort of sad that this person did not get a high score, was Uzezi. Listen to her sing. When Uzezi was performing Kiss from a Rose by Seal, I was just testing the mic in my voice. Like, I was asking myself, Louis, can you do what this girl did? Hell to the no. That girl, her transition, her ad-lib, her modulation, everything, the way she carried that song was so good, was so beautiful, because that song is one of the most technical songs ever. See that part that Seal did, I've been kissed by a rose on grave, I've been kissed by a rose. Guys, even that part, it is so technical, very, very technical. And the part where she did, baby, I can It was crazy. But then there were some points I felt like she was also struggling because she was trying to ad-lib a lot of things at the same time. And the beauty about performing a song is try to pace yourself so you don't get overwhelmed with too many lyrics to play around with. And I think that was what happened with Uzezi, but compared to her previous performances, guys, she did absolutely great. And that goes again to show you that there's actually a difference between a recording artist and a performing artist. Now, Uzezi has a very, very beautiful recording voice, but in terms of performances, just like Melody, I feel like she has a lot of work to do. And so the judges scored her a 12.6. Now, moving on to the one, the only, my Dottie, me. Watch his performance.
All the rhymes, they're rich art to me. All the eyes, they smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams, I see the road lit by you.
I need to say this, and this is a fact. I feel Dottie is one of the most professional and well-trained singer out of all the 14 MTN Yello Star contestants. Okay, now this one, I'm being frank. I'm not saying it because I keep telling you guys that Dottie is my fave or my husband. No. Let's be very, very realistic. This song that Dottie performed, Georgia on My Mind by Billie Holiday, guys, this is one of the most freaking technical songs ever. You know all those old school jazz that has to do with you have to now be doing plenty minor. Like, guys, the song is filled with a lot of minor notes. How Dottie was able to pull through that song without hitting a blank wall, guys, that is genius. That is genius. The way he carried the song, I felt like I was actually listening to Billie Holiday himself performing that song. The way he handled the stage once again, Dottie completely understands what is required of every single song that he performs on the show. And he killed it. His performance was excellent. There was nowhere I could say that this guy went flat or he went off key or one thing. Nah, he did it excellently, perfectly. And then the judges scored him an 18.5, which I did not really agree with because I felt like he actually deserved a 19 or a 20 because, guys, there was nothing to fault his performance for. There was no fault in his performance. There was no flaw. It was flawless. But that's, by the way, the judges know the reason why they gave him an 18.5. And then moving on to the last but not the least performer for tonight is Jessie. Guys, Jessie wowed me.
Watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar. Oh, I just wanna taste it. I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar. I just wanna taste it.
When Jessie came on the stage, what came to my mind was a picture of Rael. You know Rael, yeah, the legendary musician. The way he comes on stage and there's this spotlight on him playing the piano, the grand piano. Jessie came on the stage and he had his drums, aka his name is actually Jesse Drumz. I got really emotional. I was looking at this young man performing, singing and playing the drums. Guys, in case you don't know, playing the drums and singing at the same time, it is very, very difficult. Do you know why? Playing the drums, you have to be calculating the metronome and metronome in your head. Playing drums goes with a beat. I know about all this because I come from a music background and my family, we have a music history. My late brother was a drummer, let me not say world renowned, but African renowned drummer. Yes, and he was the CEO of Drum Network Africa, so I know all those things. He taught me 1 or 2 things about playing the drums and the piano. So when you're playing the drums, you're calculating the metronome, you're calculating 256, 458, 234, 258. You know, so when you're calculating all those things, if you're not careful, you might miss a bit. So when Jesse was playing the drums and singing, I was scared and I was like, oh my God, guy, don't miss it. But guys, this guy was simply amazing, you know. But another thing about Jesse's performance is he needs to learn vocal control. He needs to learn to control his speech, especially when he's ad-lipping. And I think that's part of the things that the judges are also trying to educate him about. And so overall, he scored a 12.8. Now guys, tonight, the contestants, as usual, we were able to see the leadership board. On the leadership board, the scores of the contestants from the beginning, that is from episode 1, were all tabulated and calculated together. At the end of the night, what you see on the screen right now, we have the top 2. For the top 2, we have Dotti as number 1 and David Garland as number 2. And then for the bottom 5, we have Dave Willz, G-Issac, Uzezi, Rael, and Melody. Guys, voting lines are open because, as I said earlier, today was the nomination show, and I am guessing that by next week there's going to be some evictions from the show. We don't know. I personally don't know how many people will be evicted yet, okay? But if you want your favorite contestant to still remain on the show, I will definitely put the details on how to vote for your favorite contestant on my community tab, okay? Now, question of a video, guys. Of all the performances that you've witnessed tonight, yes, which is your favorite? And tell me why in the comment section below. And also, whose fan are you? Of all these 14 contestants, which of them is your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in another video. Have an amazing evening. Bye.